There we go. 26, no Botox.
Hey, good girl. There we go, Mama. Let's get on there. We're fine, and you're perfect. No kids?
No, let him pick his own.
Look at her. No, let it. Everyone he's picked has been shit.
No, let him pick his own.
He picks his own, yeah. Every time we got every rest, he just got banana, didn't he?
Yep.
I told you to get banana. I told you. Oh, like they do it to you every time. But when he braids yeah, he picks the wrong ones. You know. Oh, Botox is not good for your skin, honey. The best thing for your skin is a good man, good food, and good skincare. Because Botox, what it does is it stops your skin from moving. So what it does is those muscles in your face, they stop moving. And you know what happens when you stop a move? All right, what happens when you don't do squats and that as you get older? Your ass flops, right? Because the muscles that hold that ass, your bum firm, stops working. Because so it's got nothing there. You can't do it, you know? When you don't use a muscle, it sags. Same as your face. When you don't use a muscle, it sags. Do you know, I sit there at night, it annoys my son because I do this. I do that for an hour. You know why I do that? Because it keeps all the muscles around my lips and eyes and that intact so that I don't get those cracked lip looks and I don't get those wrinkles all around my mouth and that. So I do that just as weird as it looks, I do that for an hour. And it's really good for your face.
That's what she does when she's cranky.
Yeah. Good on you, Belinda. But that's, you know, I'm 60 and I'll do that. You know, because as you get older, if you don't use the muscles, then that's what happens. Botox deadens your face so you can't use those muscles. So that's why you have to keep having it done. And you do know that Botox is a rat poisoning. And right now in America, there's thousands of cases of people getting cancer due to Botox injections. Be very careful when you're young using shit like that. Honey, a real man is not going to look at you and say, oh, you've got this fault, or you've got that. A real man is going to accept you for your kind nature, your loving heart, and how you treat him. That I can promise you. And all my men have had money, and all my men have looked after me, that I've still had to work and do it myself. Because, you know, I'm not good with relationships. But anyway, but yeah, a real man, they don't worry about that shit. And the funny thing is, all of my husbands that I've ever had and my boyfriends and everything, the one reason that they liked me was the fact that I was natural. I didn't have all that shit and fake shit all over my face. I don't have it. I was naturally beautiful when I was young, and I can show you, I'll put up all those photos to show you. I was stunning. But, you know, Dave, if I had got all that shit, he would have just lost his shit. He would have said, get that out of your face. And this is coming from a man who had a facelift the minute he got out of jail. He hated it. He hated it. Oh, you know, it's funny. Oh, you just got banana, Bailey. Daily, I told you you would. I told you. You do it every time. Look, he's laughing his head off. Look, he's in there like a cheeky little monkey laughing his head off. Fuck you, make me laugh. Where's your other account? The one I fucking got your followers on. People love you. We love you, we love you, Daily. You're funny as fuck. It's, you know, you're hilarious. You remember, you know, the Daryl Summer show? He's our resident Dickie Nee. That's what it's like when he comes into the live. It's like, Dickie Nee, Mr. Summers, Mr. Summers. That's what it's like. It makes me laugh every day. I'll call you soon and we'll have a laugh. But yeah, he's a funny fucker. He is fucking hilarious, for those of you that haven't met him. I will show you photos of my younger self and then I'll shock you. As I was very stunningly beautiful. I was a model. I worked for Vivian's modelling agency under Charles, it's called Gordon Charles. So, yeah, these people that say I was a hooker when I was young, they fucking don't know me. They weren't even in my fucking life. I looked after myself. I was very, very beautiful when I was young. I will put up a lot of photos and you can see. And I'm not saying that to be brag or because I love myself, it just was. I just thought I was a normal person. But, yeah, I was, you know. But I don't, you know, everyone says, my son said to me, on my 50th birthday, you know, when you start getting, you know, little smile lines and things like that, that's why it was good to be a cunt most of my life. I never smiled, so I didn't get the wrinkles, right? I'm just kidding. But, you know, he said to me, if you wanted to have that done, any surgery or that, you know, you could ask me. I said, why would I want that? Why would I want that? All that surgery attracts all the wrong people. I want to tell you that. Because the real men in this world that have a lot of money, and I'm talking the real men, the super rich and that, you don't see the princesses and the fucking ladies and with false nails and all that shit. They don't have it. It's shunned upon. You don't see them with Botox. You see Camilla and all that going out and getting facelifts and Botox and that. You don't see it. It's shunned upon in the society world. It is shunned upon. Very shunned upon. But, you know, you look at all the men with real money, and I'm not talking about the fuckers that just got money. I'm talking about old money. They won't even look at a woman with all that shit in their body. Gordon Hoskins, who owns M&G Hoskins Bose Stereos, was my fiancé. The plane, there's a picture of me getting out of his plane. That's Coolangatta Airport, so you know how long ago that picture was taken. Now, he comes from very old money, and I can tell you now, there's not a fucking chance. If I put on a bright lipstick or that, he goes, no, I want you to be natural. You know, Costa Saris was the same. Dave, he hated makeup on me. Hated it when we went out. He said very little, or go and wash your face. He liked that natural look. And most men like, yeah, exactly, who wants to look like, there's a man saying it now, who wants to look like Cher. You know what I mean? Most men like natural. People are getting these fake bums in. But let me just tell you something about those fake bums. You need to fucking start to look in the mirror at your natural bum, because it doesn't make that bum look better. All it does is exacerbates that bad bum and make it bigger so it's even more out there. You want to get a good bum? Hard work. Squats and lunges. I do it all the time and I've got a good bum. Squats and lunges. And I'm old, I'm 60. You know, you've got to put the hard work in and look after yourself. These are easy fixes, but here's the scenario. I'm going to just put this to you, and I've seen this because I've seen this firsthand for many, 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 many years. I'm just going to get my nasal spray because I've got terrible hay fever today with the change of weather. 1 second. For many years, I've watched this. People, and it makes me fucking laugh. I'm going to tell you, it makes me fucking laugh. People get all this shit done while they're with somebody who's, you know, just got money, or they're, you know, in the life, and they go, yeah, go and get some tits and go and get some Botox and all that and look real pretty. I don't want you to embarrass me, mates. The minute they break up with that woman looks like shit within 12 months because she becomes a single mum, can't afford the money, and she can't even get a job that'll pay for that shit. So you tell me why you get it when you're young. Any doctor that puts that shit in someone under the age of 50 should be sued. And understand, these doctors are not specialists. Cosmetic surgeons, that doesn't exist. They're not surgeons. They're GPs. They're GPs, darling. Check that out. Get on Google and see that. There's no such thing as a cosmetic surgeon. They're a GP. Because there's no main arteries or organs that are involved in the operation, they don't have to be a specialist. So you're putting your fucking life out there. Like my breasts, the only reason I got my breasts done, and I don't even like them, I want them taken off. I told my son I don't like them anymore. I want them taken off. I've got to have them off anyway. You'll see a picture up on one of my sites. I put a picture up of my cancer that they said wasn't inside my implant. You'll see one implant was completely full and the other one's dropped and the cancer's sitting inside it. But yes, it was. I was very lucky with that particular cancer in that side of that breast. When I've got the x-ray up there, it's my x-ray, fucking Google the shit out of it. Okay, but I can show you the actual whole x-rays. But yeah, the funny thing is, I had that done and I thought, because I've got all those beautiful clothes that I bought, and without the breast it wouldn't look right. And I tell you now, after what I've been through with my breast cancer, putting the new implants in was the biggest mistake in my life. I just want them out now. And my son said, what the fuck, Mum? I said, well, you guys talked me into this because I was happy to take him out and put fuck you in tattoo across my chest. But you get to an age where, and this will happen to you young girls, you're going to get older, and what's going to happen when you get older, you're going to say, oh, I fucking don't care anymore, because you've lived your whole life, you know, you've lived your whole life getting all this shit done and waking up, I did it. Nice lingerie, waking up, putting makeup on every day for a man. Fucking hated it. I did that for my ex-husband Hesham because he was obsessed with that shit. Never had to do it with any other husband prior to him. Never. You know, and I hated it. I fucking hated it. As you know, Arabs love all the makeup, the big lips and all that shit. But half of them, the money they have doesn't stay in their hands for long. It's gone. And Hesham didn't have the money in that family. I did. He had nothing. He was on bail conditions. No job, nothing on him. Lost everything. The cops took everything from him. You know? It was, yeah. those companies that everyone thinks that he was made millions out of. No, he didn't. That money that he was caught with wasn't his, and the people still want it back, and he knows that. That's why he's running like a bitch and dogging people in. But that's his story, not mine. The guy's a compulsive liar, and he's rorted so many people. In the name of what? In the name of fucking what? Greed. But, you know, it was him. I want to buy hair extensions and boobs for girls and all this shit. And then those girls had no money. They look like shit now. They're half my age and look like shit. I literally look like shit. Fat, overweight, because they're off the drugs. You know, they're eating back to normal, so they're back big. They're not training. They don't have money to go training. Probably got a kid to some gronk somewhere that they can't even afford, so they can't even buy sneakers or good outfits for themselves. So they put on a bit of makeup and think that, you know, they look good, and they take these photos in all these angles and try to make it look like they've, you know, they're looking really well. And then they get on those stupid fucking pages. There's, what do you call it, apps, you know, to meet people. And they wonder why the people don't turn up. They put all the fake photos up there. And you turn up and it's not the person in the picture, or it's a 20-year-old picture. That's the truth. That's the truth. It's deceitful. Makeup and all that shit on a girl. It's deceitful. It's a cover. And most girls do it because they've been with some bloke that's made them feel that they're insignificant. And that's the truth. Or they're hanging around with girls that, oh, I've got to have this, got to do that, and they think they've got to be like that. Be the odd one out and see what happens. Being the odd one out and the most natural in the crew, you'll be the one that most of the attention will go to, I promise you that. I know that for a fact. While everyone else is looking the same and wearing their shorts and that to a nightclub, and you're dressed like very classy and elegant, it's you that they're going to be looking at, honey. Not the done-up pig in the fucking place with the lips this big and the fake eyes and standing there looking like Cher. They're not the girls that get looked at, honey. They're the girls that get meta-marriages, which means mattress, by the way. Those girls thinking that an Arab doesn't meta marriage, a religious marriage. That's not true. Meta means mattress. They con you. Well, I'm not saying all Arabs, but, you know, it is what it is. Girls do the same thing to them, so it's a game. Girls don't get married to nice guys that go out looking like that. They don't get good guys because good guys don't look at them. And that's a sad thing. Yeah, you don't need a lot of makeup. I comment on so many girls when I go out, and I think, and Lizzie will tell you, I go, gee, you got beautiful skin, or gee, hasn't she got a nice ass? But Lizzie will tell you. Not because I'm hitting on them, because I admire people looking after themselves. You can see when someone's put the hard work in. It fucking shows. Putting makeup on and all those, that's not putting hard work in. That's because you don't want to put the hard work in. But it all goes. Nothing lasts forever. Nothing. Then they get to about 40 and they've had so much Botox in their face, they've got to have an S-lift. An S-lift. Okay, that's where they cut you around here and just behind the ears. That's an S-lift. And they pull your face up. Then your neck starts to go and you've got to have an implant in your chin and you've got to have this cut, which leaves a scar around here. Or a scar down here. They come very expensive. An S-lift is 55 grand. Chin replacement is 22. Chin and neck replacement. Look after yourselves. You won't have to have that. Some of the most beautiful women in the world are so natural. Where's my phone? I'll show you a picture of one. And she was a top one. I'll show you a picture of somebody who refused when everybody, and she was with the most exclusive modelling agency in the world. And she refused when everyone else said, you know, you'll get 10 times the work. But no, Balenciaga grabbed her. Chanel grabbed her. I'll show you. She's stunning. World's best 70-year-old model. She's never had surgery. She's fucking stunning. Like, I mean, drop dead gorgeous. That's one of her modelling shots. She's wanted all over the world as a model now because the whole thing of models now is natural. They don't want models with all that shit in their face. How many models do you see that have all those faces and that are successful in this world? None. 70. She's stunning. She's absolutely stunning. And like she states that the reason when they all told her years ago, 70 years old, she did a thing I watched her on YouTube only a couple of weeks ago. She did a thing on YouTube and she just turned 70. And they said, oh, have you ever thought of having plastic surgery? She said, oh, God, no. When I start doing that, I may as well wrap myself in a box and be in Kmart. That's what she said. She's stunningly beautiful, but she's lived healthy her entire life, looked after her skin. She tries all things natural. And she's stunning. I mean, stunning. I looked at her and I thought, she's beautiful. And you have to admire somebody that puts in that work, you know? She puts in the work. She put it in from a very young age. Don't ruin your face with these chemicals and think that it's going to do you good when you get old, because it doesn't. It doesn't. Look, if I could tell you anything about this life, makeup on your face every day will fucking destroy it. It will destroy it. Your skin will dry out. It'll start to get wrinkly. Drinking, smoking, taking drugs, all these factors worn in, they fuck you up. Honestly. You know, we've all done it. You know, most people that go out and they have a big night out, the best thing that they can do the next day is put a fucking hamburger in their hand and shove that down their throat and think that they're, oh, I've got to have it, shit food's great after you've been out. You know, when my kids used to go out and the boys used to go out and they used to come back to my house, I used to make massive fruit platters, massive cheese platters with meat and everything on them. I never let them go out and buy that shit food, never, not once. My son will tell you that. Never once. They used to all come back from after the club and that, and early hours in the fucking morning from the Beresford, whatever. And I used to be that mum. I'd get up, have a shower, get dressed, come downstairs, and I'd make all the food for them all. And they loved it. They loved it. They used to all come down and go, fuck, your mum's awesome, look at all the food she's getting. I didn't want them eating shit food, and I certainly didn't want to see my son buying hamburgers and shit. I lose it at him now when he buys them. I get so pissed off when my son goes to a Porto's or something like that. It's chicken, Mum. No, it's not. It's shit. It's bad for you. He's got such beautiful skin. No wrinkles. He's got good skin. And I hate it when I see him put stuff in his body that he shouldn't have in there, because it's crap. It's crap. And it's no good for you. And you know they say, the old saying, a minute on your lips, a month on your hips. It's fucking true. It's true. And the worst thing is my son studied uni at night for nutrition, so he fucking knows better. Food and diet is the key to skin and health. The key. Like, it's literally saved me from my heart attacks, my heart attack, my 2 strokes and cancer. I'm still fucking here. My doctor says, how? You've been shot, stabbed, everything. Somebody either doesn't want you or you're fucking healthy. I'm healthy. I take care of myself. What's this? We ain't talking about skin. What are you talking about? Yes, ADHD. Don't eat sugar. Any foods with dyes in it, because ADHD is diet. Get on YouTube and listen to the professors about ADHD, hun. My youngest son, Aaron, was diagnosed with ADHD, and they tried to put him on all these tablets, which are just fucking speed. I nearly fucking went through the roof. I said, no way, he's not having it. Now, Aaron was a calm child. There's 2 types of ADHD. I don't think you all understand.